स्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। In continuation of the previous class, we would like to take the sixth mantra of Prathama Mundaka, which explains the Paravidya. Yattadadreshyam agrahyam agotram avarnam achakshushrotram tadapani padam nityam vibhum sarvagatam susukshmam tadavyayam yadbhutayonim paripashyanti dhira. This is the definition of Paravidya. In this mantra, it says, Yattadadreshyam agrahyam agotram avarnam achakshushrotram tadapanipadam nityam vibhum sarvagatam susukshmam tadavyayam. This is Akshara. What does it mean? It means Yattadadreshyam. Here Bhashyakara says each and every word very carefully defined by Bhashyakara without any punarukti or repetition. The first word is Yattadadreshyam. Adreshyam, this is the Chandasa Prayoga. Adrishyam, na drishyam, adrishyam. That is the right word in the Sanskrit. Adreshyam, this is the Chandasa are only found in Vedic literature. That is Chandasa Prayoga. Adreshyam, what does it mean? Na drishyam adrishyam. Whichever is not subject to the buddhindriyas, that is called adreshyam or adrishyam. That means the five means of jnana or five buddhindriyas, they cannot reach towards which, that is called as Akshara, Adreshyam. Adreshyam adrishyam sarvesham buddhindriyanam agamyam ityetat. That is the definition given by Bhashyakara. Drisher bahishpravrittas drishihi, that is through the sense organs. The Chetana goes to the subject and it will have the knowledge, for which five sense organs are very much required as instruments. But Akshara is not subject to five sense organs. That is, it is called as Adrishyam or Adreshyam. Ahyam, Karmendriya Avishayam Agrahyam. There are five Karmendriyas. Vak, Pani, Pada, Payu, Upastha. Pancha Karmendriyas are there. Akshara is not also subject to Karmendriyas. That's why it is called as Agrahyam. Agotram, Gotram Anvayaha Moolam Anarthantaram. Agotram Ananvayam Ityartha. Agotram, it has no cause. This is cause for everything. It has no cause. Cause means Karanam. Karana Rahitam. it has no moolam at all. That is why it is called as अगोत्रम अनन्वयम न हि तस्य मूलमस्ति येन अन्वितं स्यात् अवर्णम अवर्णम वर्ण्यन्ते इति वर्णाः द्रव्यधर्माः स्थूलत्वादयः शुक्लत्वादयः वा अविद्यमानाः वर्णाः यस्य तत् अवर्णम अक्षरम अक्षरम it is called as avarnam. Why? Because it has no any attributes belong to any dravya. Attributes means what are the qualities or attributes or dharma or guna or vishesha which belong to dravya. It has no such attributes or gunas. That's why it is called as avarna. वर्ण्यन्ते इति वर्णाः द्रव्यधर्माः स्थूलत्वादयः एवं शुक्लत्वादयो वा अविद्यमानाः वर्णाः यस्य तत् अवर्णम् अक्षरम्. And then in the next word अचक्षुश्रोत्रम् अचक्षुश्रोत्रम् चक्षुश्च श्रोत्रञ्च नामरूप विषये करणे सर्वजन्तूनाम् ते अविद्यमाने यस्य तद अचक्षुश्रोत्रम चक्षुः eyes श्रोत्रम ears. Aksharam does not have any eyes or ears. Even that's why it is called as achakshushrothram. Why achakshushrothram? It is specifically mentioned for each and every jantu or prani or animal or a person. One needs to have the eyes to look at the ears to listen the sound or varna. But without these two, achakshushrothram jnanendriya rahitam ityartha. It has no sense organs at all. Even without sense organs, it can do the works of sense organs. Apanipado javano grahita pasyatyachakshus sashrunottyakarnaha. It is well said in Upanishad. Even without the padas or panis, that means hands and foot, without those two, he can walk, he can accept. In this manner, achakshushrothram, he is not subject to sense organs. यस्सर्वज्ञ सर्वविद्यादि चेतनावत्व विशेषणत्वात् प्राप्तं संसारिणामिव चक्षुश्रोत्रादिभिः करणैः अर्थसाधकत्वं तदिह अचक्षुश्रोत्रमिति वार्यते. Why achakshushrothram, chakshushrotra rahitam? It is explained in such a manner. Why? Because whatever the chetana or prani, it must have chakshuhu shrotrancha. Ears and eyes should be there. So if akshara is a chetana, it must have these two. So it is common to all chetanas. So if the akshara is also a chetana, it must have these eyes and forbidden. Achakshushrothram, chakshushrotra rahitam. And then kincha tad apanipadam, apanipadam. It is well said because previously achakshushrothram jnanendriya rahitam. Apanipadam iti karmendriya rahitam. Even without karmendriyas also it can do whatever it likes to do. That's why achakshushrothram tad apanipadam karmendriya rahitam ityetat. Yata evam agrahyam agrahakancha ataha nityam avinashi. Yasmat agrahyam agrahakancha. It is not subject to any sense organs. It will not perceive any subject. That's why agrahyam agrahakancha. Grahyam api na bhavati, grahakam api na bhavati. Both are here nishiddham, it is forbidden. Vibhum vividham brahmadi sthavaranta pranibhedaihi bhavati iti vibhum. Vibhum ityuktau vibhu. వివిధం బ్రహ్మాది స్థావరాంత ప్రాణిభేదైః భవతి. బ్రహ్మాది స్తంభ పర్యంతం. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎక్స్ప్లైన్డ్ ఇన్ వేదాంత. పరమాత్మన్ ఆల్ పర్వేడింగ్ చేతన, దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ విభు. బ్రహ్మాది స్తంభ పర్యంతం. బ్రహ్మాది స్తంభ పర్యంతం మీన్స్ బ్రహ్మ హిరణ్యగర్భ ప్రథమో జీవ. తస్మాదారభ్య స్తంభః. స్తంభః నామ సూక్ష్మ కీటః. ఏవం బ్రహ్మాది స్తంభ పర్యంతం సర్వ ప్రాణివర్గం అభివ్యాప్య విద్యమానం అక్షరం విభు శబ్దేన అభిధీయతే. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ పర్వేడింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ బ్రహ్మ టు స్తంభ. స్తంభ మీన్స్ ఎ మైన్యూట్ ఇన్సెక్ట్, దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ స్తంభ. So from the largest to minute insect, so everything is covered. So Brahma is Vibhu. That's why it is called as Vyapakam Akashavat Susukshmam Shabdadi Sthulatva Karana Rahitatva Sarvagatam Vyapakam. Aksharam Vyapakam Bhavati. Vyapakam సర్వగతం, omnipresent. సర్వగతం ఇత్యుచ్యతే. సర్వగతం ఇత్యుక్తౌ సర్వత్ర విద్యమానం. దేర్ ఈజ్ నో ప్లేస్ విచ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఆక్యుపైడ్ బై పరమాత్మన్ ఆర్ బ్రహ్మన్. దట్స్ వై ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ సర్వగతం. సుసూక్ష్మం శబ్దాదయో హి ఆకాశవాయువాదీనాం ఉత్తరోత్తరం స్థూలత్వ కారణాని. In Pancha Bhutas, there are 5 gunas. In each one Bhuta, there will be a Vishesha guna. In Akasha, there will be Shabda guna. In Vayu, Shabda and Sparsha. And in Tejas, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa. In Jala, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa. And in Prithvi, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandhaha. This is the first one is Akasha. It is in the Sukshma form. And then when it takes the next Bhutas Fadda along with the Sparsha. So from gradually, from the first step to second step, third step, fourth step and last step, it will gradually will become bigger and bigger. That is the sthulatva. Because of 5 gunas, this is called as sthula. But this akshara is susukshma because it has no Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasagandhadi Guna. Without these attributes, it is very, very minute or susukshma. Sukshmam Anoraniyan Mahato Mahiyan, it is said in Veda. So susukshmam kincha tadavyayam uktadharmatvadeva navyeti. And it is imperishable. That is navyeti, which is perishable, tattu nashyati. But this aksharam is non-perishable. Avyayam. Nahi anangasya swangapachaya lakshano vyayas sambhavati shariirasyeva napi koshapachaya lakshano vyayas sambhavati rajnyaiva napi gunadvarako vyayas sambhavati agunatvat sarvatmakatvacha. Navyeti. Here three kind of definition given by Bhashyakara. Navyeti iti avyayam. Anangasya swanga apachaya lakshano vyaya sambhavati sharirasya. If our body is there, body will become vyaya. That means it will perish after some time because of the avayava apachaya. Anga apachayatmako vyayaha na sambhavati. That kind of vyayaha nasti iti avyayaha. Another one is napi koshapachaya lakshano vyaya sambhavati rajnaiva. The treasure of a king will become empty after some time. That is also called vyaya. That kind of vyaya also will not be in akshara. That's why it is called as avyaya. Another type is napi gunadvarako vyaya sambhavati. Guna, attributes. Attributes are qualities. Qualities are attributes. If there is no quality, previously it was, and then if it is vanishes, then gunadvarako vyayaha. Paramatmani gunanimittako vyayaha nasambhavati kutaha ityukto saha nirgunaha. Nirguna kind of definitions given by Bhashyakara for avyaya shabda. Yad evam lakshanam bhutayonim bhutanam karanam prithviva sthavara jangamanam paripashyanti sarvataha atmabhutam sarvasya aksharam pashyanti dhiraha dhimantaha vivekinaha. The akshara which is defined by Vedic mantra with these adjectives, evam bhuta lakshanam, evam lakshanam, bhuta yonim, bhutanam yonihi karanam prithviva sthavara jangamanam. In the example, like Prithvi or earth, through earth only every trees, creepers and all other beings will shape their form. All other beings. Param ayam atma sarvasyapi na kevalam chetana vargasya achetana vargasyapi idam karanam. That's why it is called as bhutayoni. It is the cause for all effects in the world. That's why it is called as bhutayonim. Paripashyanti dhiraha sarvasya atmabhutam aksharam paripashyanti dhiraha. Brahman is the cause for whole universe. Who knows it? Dhiraha, dhimantaha, vivekinaha, jnaninaha. One who is a wise man, one who is a knowledgeable person, he only knows Brahman is the bhutayoni. Idrisham aksharam vyaya vidyaya adhigamyate sa paravidya. That is the paravidya by which knowledge we can, that is called paravidya, that is called aksharadhigamani vidya. That means yattad adreshyam, invisible, agrahyam, ungraspable, agrahyam, agotram, without any cause or without any dravya dharma, that is avarnam, achakshushrodram, sight or hearing or sense organs, and without foot and hands, apanipadam, tadavyayam, eternal, sarvagatam, all pervading, susuksham, sarvagatam, omnipresent, and minute one, subtle, that is susukshmam. This is imperishable avyayam, that is called as bhutayoni, the knowledge or the vidya which explains such kind of akshara, that is called as paravidya. So in this manner there are two vidyas, one is aparavidya, another one is Paravidya. To know about the Ekavijnanena Sarvavijnanam, one must have, that's why it is explained in such a manner, and then we will go to further mantra. Yathornanabhi srujate grinhate cha yatha prithivyam oshadhayas sambhavanti yatha satah purushat keshalomani tatha aksharat sambhavatiha vishwam. The Paravidya, which belongs to Aksharadhigamani Vidya or which belongs to Akshara, the Akshara, the same Akshara is called as Bhutayoni. What do you mean by Bhutayoni? Bhutayoni, Bhutanam Karanam. It will be explained in the next mantra. Bhutayonitvam katham iti nishchayate. Yathornanabhis srujate grinhate cha yatha prithivyam oshadhayas sambhavanti. With examples, appropriate examples, how it is called as Bhutayoni. With examples, it will be explained. Yatha loke prasiddham. Yatha loke, that is, loke, wherever you find the word in Vedanta or Upanishad, loke, it is very well known to each and everybody. That is why loka prasiddham. One cannot challenge it because it is sarvanubhava siddham. Each and everybody knows, everybody experiences. It cannot be challenged. So, yatha loke prasiddham yatha urnanabhihi srujate grinhate cha. Urnanabhihi. Urnanabhihi nama spider. Spider, how it prepares a net to grab the insects. Insects are its food. To grab, prepare a net through threads. Those threads will be formed in such a manner without using any external instrument. Yatha urnanabhi srujate grinhate cha. A spider emits and draws the threads. It will come out of his mouth and it will take the shape of net. Yatha. And then yatha prithivyam oshadhayas sambhavanti. All the herbs are arise in the earth. Oshadhaya, herbs. The herbal formation will. So, these two examples along with another one is a different kind of example. Yatha satah purushat keshalomani. Yatha satah purushat keshalomani. The hairs in the head and body of a person, how it comes out. In the same manner, the whole universe come out of this original cause or Mula Karana, that is Brahman. Satah Purushat Keshalomani Tatha Aksharat Sambhavatiha Vishwam. Here Bhashyakara says, Yatha urnanabhihi luta kitaha kinchit karananta swasharira avyatirikthaneva tantun bahih prasarayati punastaneva grinhate grinhati cha swatma bhavameva apadayati. This is the appropriate example given in Vedanta as what we call upadana karana. For upadana karana, this is the only example given in Vedanta, Urnanabhidrishtanta. The spider emits and draws the threads. It emits from its mouth and prepares the net. Whenever it does not want to have this kind of threads, it draws it back. So here, without any external instrument, it will create something and it will swallow it at a later stage. In the same manner, Aksharam, Bhutayoni, whatever you call the cause for this whole universe, it will create the world. Whenever it thinks that it is to be samhartavyam jagaditi yada chintayati tada samharati. Yatha cha prithvivyam oshadhayaha vrihyadi sthaviva prabhavanti. In the earth, these creepers and trees and others are prani varga also will be produced, but it will not able to live without Prithvi. Prithivyaha eva swatmabhutaha bhavanti. Swatmabhutaha, what do you mean by Swatmabhutaha ityuktau upadana karana vyatirekena karyani nabhavanti iti amumartham bodhayati. That is the material cause, upadana karana. Without the material cause, the object will not sustain. It has no independent existence. Yatha satah purusha lomanitya keshascha. Kesha, in Sanskrit, these are all the particular words. Kesha, in English, the same word is being used for kesha and loma, hair. That is the word used in English. Whereas kesha is only shiroruha, which is in the head only, that is kesha. In the whole body, in other parts of the body, it is called as, the kesha is called as loma. But this is the body is the material cause. Purushat kesha lomani vilakshanani yatha incha nimittantara anapekshat yathota lakshanad aksharat sambhavati samutpadyate iha samsara mandale vishwam samastam jagat. In the given example, it is very well explained that salakshana drishtanta, vilakshana drishtanta. How it is explained? In the salakshana drishtanta, the urnanabhi drishtanta, the spider which emits and which draws, that is the salakshana drishtanta. Sharira jayate tantuhu, shariram achetanam, tantuhu api achetanaha. So that is the differentiate of the cause and effect. Whereas in the another example, Brahman is the Chetana, Jagat, Karyam is Achetana. That is the Vilakshana. How it happens? For that Purushat Keshalomani. Purusha is the Chetana, Keshalomani is Achetana. To explain these two kind of causes, these two appropriate example are Satah Purushat Keshalomani tatha aksharat sambhavati vishwam. By giving these kind of three examples, it is said that the whole universe is the effect of Mulakarana or Brahman or Akshara. Akshara is the material cause for the whole world. That is the Upadana Karana. Tapasa chiyate Brahma tatonnam abhijayate annat prano manas satyam lokah karma suchamratam. And then once it is explained that the whole universe is the effect of Brahman, how it happens? Arthat srishti kramaha katham srishtir jata ityetad vivriyate asmin mantre తపసా చీయతే బ్రహ్మ తతోన్నమభిజాయతే అన్నా కర్మసు చామృతం యద్బ్రహ్మణః ఉత్పద్యమానం విశ్వం తదనేన క్రమేణ ఉత్పద్యతే న యుగపత్ బదరముష్టి ప్రక్షేపవదితి క్రమనియమ వివక్షార్థోయం మంత్రః. హౌ ద హోల్ యూనివర్స్ ఈజ్, it has become in such a diversified manner. All of a sudden it will not come out of Brahman. It took its own time. There will be a methodical development. Methodical development means, first of all, the Panchabhutas are, the 5 fundamental elements are taken shape of the worldly view, and then bhautika prapanch, development of the whole universe. That is explained here. Tapasa chiyate brahma, tapasa jnanena utpatti vidignataya bhutayonyaksharam brahma chiyate upachiyate utpipada ishadidam jagadankuramiva बीजम उच्छूनतां गच्छति पुत्रमिव पिता हर्षेण. तपसा चीयते, तपः ज्ञानम अथवा संकल्पः. ब्रह्म being perceived by us, it is the effect of moola karana, that is Brahman or Akshara or Bhutayoni, whatever you call it. It will not happen all of a sudden. First of all, before taking any shape, the creature, first of all, he thinks what is to be created and how it is to be created. What? So that is the thinking of Brahman, that is called as Sankalpa. Sankalpa Srishtihi. Tapasa chiyate Brahma. He will do it. The action will start in the later stage. Before the action, there will be a thinking in his mind. That is called as Drishti Srishtivada in Vedanta. Whatever you go for action, before doing some kind of action, then only we will start our action. Without thinking, one cannot start any action. So, tapasa chiyate Brahma, and then tataha annam abhijayate. Evam sarvajnataya srishti sthiti samhara shakti vijnanavattadaya. Brahman has these kind of 3 samarthya, that is srishti samarthya, sthiti samarthya, samhara samarthya. Srishti sthiti samhara samarthyam shakti tasmin asti सह विचिन्त्य करोति. अतः प्रथमतः तद्विज्ञानवत्तया उपचितात् ततो ब्रह्मणः अन्नम अद्यते. Once he thinks about these kind of सृष्टि, annam abhijayate. Annam, what do you mean by annam? Annam, whatever is taken by the beings for survival, that is called as annam. Annam means adyate ticha bhuta. Annam means not only rice. Not only rice is annam. Whatever we take as food for our survival or body development, that is called as annam. That is first taken shape. That is Brahmanaha annam adyate bhujyate ityannam avyakritam sadharanam samsarinam vyachikirshita rupena abhijayate. First he thought of the food and then he creates. After creation, till that time, these creatures will not have any food, then they have to suffer. That's why first of all he created the food. That annam ततोन्नम अभिजायते अन्नात् प्राणः मनः सत्यम and then ततश्च अव्याकृताद् व्याचिकीर्षितावस्थावतः अन्नात् प्राणः and then he created हिरण्यगर्भः प्राणशब्दवाच्यः हिरण्यगर्भः कुतः ब्रह्मणो ज्ञानक्रियाशक्त्यधिष्ठित जगत्साधारणः अविद्याकामकर्मभूतसमुदाय बीजाङ्कुरः जगदात्मा अभिजायते इत्यनुषङ्गः सः हिरण्यगर्भः प्रथमो जीवः सः उत्तरत्र जगतः स्रष्टा. First of all he created annam and then pranaha means hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha will be the cause for later effects and then तस्मात् प्राणात् मनः मना आख्यम संकल्प विकल्प संशय निर्णयाध्यात्मकम हिरण्यगर्भ. He created mind. Mind is very essential. Without mind one cannot do any business in the world. Worldly business means mental business and physical business. Without mind one cannot do any business in the world. That's why this is very much essential. That's why he or mind. ततोपि संकल्पाद्यात्मकान् मनसः सत्यं सत्याख्यं आकाशादि भूतपंचकम् अभिजायते and then तदनन्तरं ससर्ज मनस्संकल्प पूर्वकं संकल्प विकल्पात्मकं हि मनः. After this mind these five fundamental elements are आकाशादि भूतपंचक सृष्टिः जाता. अन्नात् प्राणो मनः सत्यं लोकाः कर्मसु च अमृतं ततः परं लोकाः तस्मात् सत्याख्याद् भूतपंचकाद् अंडक्रमेण सप्तलोकाः भूरादयः भूः भुवः सुवः महः जनः तपः सत्यम् इति सप्तलोकाः. These 7 lokas सृष्टाः परमात्मना भूरादयो लोकाः. तेषु मनुष्यादि प्राणि वर्णाश्रमक्रमेण कर्माणि. In saptalokas कर्माणि they are also created by Brahman. कर्माणि आश्रमोचित वर्ण आश्रमोचित कर्माणि कर्तव्यानि कर्माणि ततः परं सृष्टानि. कर्म सृष्टम् अनन्तरं कर्मभ्यः यत् फलं प्राप्तव्यं the effect of each and every karma, the action which is followed, the action will produce the effect or result, that is phala. Phalamapi amritam कर्मजं फलम् अमृतं. कर्मज संशयः स्यात्. भाष्यकाराः कथयन्ति यावत् कर्माणि कल्पकोटिशतैरपि न विनश्यन्ति तावत् फलं न विनश्यति. Unless one gets the Brahman knowledge, he will not have mukti from this kind of birth and death bondage. Birth and death bondage because of karma. So this is the karma phala. The karma phala, until you attain the moksha, it is called as amrita. Though it is not amrita, kalpakoti nabhuktam kshiyate karma kalpakoti shatairapi karmanam kshayah dvidha eva bhavitum arhati. यदि वा उपभोगेन क्षयः यदि वा ज्ञानेन क्षयः. ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते अर्जुन. Unless you attain a jnana or the Brahman knowledge, you will not come out of the bondage of karma. Karma is a bandha. To come out of this kind of bondage, one has to attain the knowledge, Brahman knowledge. यः सर्वज्ञः सर्वविद्यस्य ज्ञानमयं तपः तस्मादेतद् ब्रह्म नाम रूपमन्नं च जायते. उक्तमेव अर्थम् उपसंजिहीर्षुर्मन्त्रः वक्ष्यमाणार्थमाह. इदानीम् उपसंहरति प्रथममुण्डकस्य. यः उक्तलक्षणः अक्षराख्यः सर्वज्ञः सर्वज्ञ and सर्ववित्. These two words are very peculiar words. सर्वज्ञः सर्वं सामान्येन जानाति इति सर्वज्ञः, सर्ववित् सर्वं विशेषरूपेण जानाति इति वेत्ति इति सर्ववित्। अर्थात the Brahman or Paramatman has the two kind of knowledge. That's why he knows everything, each and everything. We have some kind of samanya jnana, common knowledge of each and every subject. That is only common knowledge, not specific knowledge. We do not have any specific knowledge in each and every subject about the different kind of effects or subjects or objects which are produced in the whole universe. We do not have specific knowledge of each and every object. For example, common knowledge, we do not have each and every ornaments knowledge, and if we have the knowledge of person, that means manushya jnanam, but we do not have specific knowledge who is Devrata or Yajnarata. We don't have. We have some specific knowledge, not all the specific knowledge. So Param Brahman or Atma or Akshara, he has sarvajnanam, sarvajnah samanya jnanam apyasti tasya vishesha jnanam api asti, sarvajna sarvavit, yasya jnanamayam tapaha ityukto tasya sarvajna lakshanam tapaha na ayasa lakshanam, sarvajnyameva tasya tapaha nama jnanameva. तपः इत्युक्तौ शरीरस्य आयासरूपेण क्रियमाणं कर्म तपः इति अन्यत्र अभिधीयते. That kind of penance, that is not the penance, that is something different. ज्ञानमयं तपः सार्वज्ञलक्षणं तपः, तस्मादेव सर्वज्ञात् एतदुक्तलक्षणं कार्यलक्षणं परमात्मनः सकाशात् हिरण्यगर्भो जायते. अर्थात् the Hiranyagarbha is created by Parabrahma. Parabrahma, whenever he creates, first of all he creates Hiranyagarbha. Savai shariri purushas savai purusha uchyate adikarta sabhutanam brahmagre samavartata Hiranyagarbhas samavartatagre. These are all shrutis and smritis say that Hiranyagarbha was created by Paramatma, and then Hiranyagarbha continued this Srishti Kriya. Hiranyagarbhakyam tasmad etad brahma nama Hiranyagarbhakyam. Anantaram nama rupam annam. Nama Devadattaha Yajnadattaha ityadi, name and form, nama and rupam will be produced. Rupamidam shuklam neelam ityadi. Nama rupam means names and forms to any object. Here if an object is perceived, that will be called by a name, that will have a form. So without name and form, no object will be available in the universe. So name and form also created by him. Annanja vrihi yavadi lakshanam jayate. That is the method of the creation. Bhutayoni aksharadhigamani vidya paravidya ityuktva saha bhutayonihi iti uktatva bhutanam karanam ityuktva uktatva bhutanam srishtihi tena katham kriyate सृष्टाः पदार्थाः के भवन्ति इत्येतत् मंत्रमेन पराविद्या अपराविद्या द्वे विद्ये वेदितव्ये येन तावत् एकविज्ञानेन सर्वविज्ञानं प्राप्तुं शक्यते इत्येतदर्थं तत्र अंगिराः शौनकमुद्दिश्य एवमाह. That is the definition of Paravidya. Yesterday it was explained Aparavidya. So Para Aparavidya, Aksharadhigamani Vidya, Paravidya, Rigvedadi Vidya, Aparavidya. By knowing these two, one can know the Ekavijnanena Sarvavijnanam Bhavitum Arhati. Etavata Adyatana Kaksha Samapyate.